Hello and welcome back to part 7 of building a did I say that? Chat app with Socket.io and jQuery. Part 7, we're gonna, that server we made in part 6, we're going to make a local Git repo for it this time. Maybe in part 8, we'll make a GitHub repo for it. So just to be clear, we have separate repos for the front and back ends. And then we're going to code the avatars, or we're at least going to make an array of URLs that have avatars. So let me full screen that. Is that how you do that? Is that where we want to be now? Okay. So first things first. In this one, remember, let me bring both of these up. This is chatvatars is the name of our front end. Chatvatar-server is talking to the server. This one we have a Git repo on already. This one we don't. So I'm just going to make it, and we're making it local. All I have to do is I have to be in this one. Type in git init. And here we are on the master branch. Git add dot. If you remember from before, I'm not going to do, well, fine, I'll do it. Git status. Whoa. Oh, well, I am so happy I did this. I wasn't going to do this. Okay. When I created, okay, see this .git file? That just appeared when I created a Git repo. One way to unmake this a Git repo is honestly just to remove this file, which is actually what I'm going to do. Because there's something, I didn't want to save all of these node modules. If you're wondering where this file came from, when I made this, when I did that npm init, remember it added this package.json file right here? I talked about that, but what I didn't talk about was this thing right here. Look at all these files got in it. You see Socket.io is in there. That was added when we added our Socket.io dependency right here. It added that to this right here. So here's the dependency we added. Here's all the built-in ones, and I don't know whatever else they have here. But that's inside of node modules, and you never want to commit your node modules. You never want to push them up to your, you don't want to be part of your repo. Okay, I need to ungit this. So this is not the textbook way, but this is the way I do it. I'm going to rmrf.git. See, this is a dot file. Usually we don't see it. Luckily, it's showing it to us right now. Remove, and if you want to remove a folder, you put -rf.git. Okay, so it's not a GitHub repo anymore. But how do I make this a repo and have this in here? The trick is you add a file. We're going to add a file called .gitignore. So it's a dot file, so it's going to be hidden normally as well. And we're just going to make a list of the things that we don't want in here, that we don't want included in Git. And is it just, do I go like that, or do I go like this? Git ignore. Man, Git. Command S. I don't know why it would care. So I'm going to put it inside of itself. Maybe it doesn't like that. I don't think it would care though, or you'd even know what it says necessarily yet. So now let's see what happens if I do this again. Let's go through and let's hit git init. Okay, and now let's do git add dot And now let's do get status. We only have avatar URLs, index.js, and package.json in there. Ah! Oh, I was saying because I didn't want package.json in there, but I do want a package.json in there. That's fine. That's fine. Having package.json only mentions socket.io. So if you come and clone this, you're going to get package.json, and then as soon as you clone it, hit say install npm, and it'll install whatever this has in it, which right now is socket.io. Okay, I'm happy. So sometimes we learn by failure. This was a good example of that. And actually, it was only a fluke that I remember I wasn't going to hit get status. It's a good thing I did, because look at all of this stuff we were going to commit. And it gave me a chance to show you how to undo a GitHub repo. Okay, before I leave this GitHub part, I do want to change branches. Actually, I want to commit. Did I do commit? Git commit. Did I do this? I don't think I did. Ooh. -m for the. So this is git commit. Here's my message, and this is just my initial commit. Enter. Okay, now I'm going to change branches. So if you think, oh, what would have happened if you tried changing branches and you hadn't committed those? It would have actually said, you need to do something with these things you got floating there. It wouldn't have let me. So I'm going to say git checkout -b, and I'm going to say avatars. Avatars. That's the name of the branch. And we are now on the avatars branch. All right, is it all coming back to you? It's coming back to me. Okay, so here's another file you don't recognize. It's called avatar URLs. And what it is, well, I'll show you later. But I made it because I'm going to be doing something here in a minute that is, I show you how to do it once, and then I'm going to have to do it a whole bunch of times, so I just have it ready here. And that something is, I'm going to steal some pictures from the internet. However, but it's not stealing if you use pictures that are on the public domain. So let me show where I'm going to put them. Let's have something called let avatar array. Avatar array. And actually, I should be doing this, avatars. The fact that it's plural shows that it's going to be an array. Equals an array. And remember when I said say hi and that object was greeting and howdy? I can have this object be as long as I want. I can have this object say, for example, here let's make it more readable. It says greeting and howdy, and then it says another thing called avatars, which is my avatars. So this is the key. Like this was, something's called greeting, and here's what greeting equals. Here's something called avatars, and the thing it equals is also called avatars. You see, when you have in the newfangled JavaScript, when you have it something like this, where I want something called avatars that uses a variable called avatars, it is smart enough to figure out that that's what I mean when I do that. So this one, it wasn't smart enough to, I'm not sending it something called greeting. But this one, the key and the value have the same name. All right, so now I'm sending it an array of nothing. But we're going to be putting something in this array. And what are we going to be putting? We're going to be putting in URLs to public domain, legal pictures that we can legally show on YouTube. And if you're wondering what I mean by legally show on YouTube, if you're showing something that you don't have permission to show, then you take your videos down is how it can work. So I don't want that to happen to me. Okay, so to get this, I'm going to go to Chrome. And what do we want to get pictures of? Let's just pick a random topic, and that random topic will be Star Wars. because The Last Jedi just came out and there's probably some good things. And I'm going to click Images. Okay, basically, I bet you none of these images I can use, but how do you find out? We're going to filter it. There's something called, oh man, Settings, Advanced Search. And then in the Advanced Search, come down to here, Usage Rights. There's several rights. There's so if you say I don't care if it's for this one says just show me everything. This one says I can use it and share it, but that means maybe I can't modify it or make money off of it. If you get this one at the bottom, free to use, share, modify, that means I could draw a mustache on, Darth Vader, even commercially. That's the one I want. And now when I click Advanced Search, my picture choices are going to be a little less awesome. See, like this is probably something from like, Comic-Con or something. Some of these are nice. Some of these, all right, here's a good one. So if I wanted to use this picture, this is an action figure. I just clicked it. I'm going to go to View Image, and it's going to think about it. This is no redirect, which confuses me. I'm going to hit Command C. I just copied it. And to test to see if this is going to work, this no redirect right here part scared me. Actually, I think I had one of those on one of the ones I'm going to use. I just go to I've opened a brand new window, Command V. I type it in there. I hit Enter. And if it shows me Darth Vader, that link works. And it is legal to use. But I was going to do more of an Avengers theme. So why did I start with Star Wars? You know what I should have started with? I should have started with Nick Fury, because I don't have him. Nick Fury. I don't have a picture for him when I made all my pictures. I don't know if these are legal. I'm guessing that these were the ones that, because of the quality of the pictures, I'm guessing that these already are the ones, but I'm just going to double check. Free to use, yeah, it's showing the ones that it's free to use. So I'm going to go grab one of these as URL. The URL to this, which beautiful Nick Fury should I take? I don't want to waste time. I don't know if that's a beautiful one. That's the one I'm taking. I'm going to click View Image. Don't grab this too quickly because you see, okay, it switched. I'm going to grab this. Command C. I'm done with this now. I'm going to close it. I'm going to close that. I think I still need that. And I'm going to come back over here. And remember this array? It's going to be an array of strings. And that string goes to that. There's one thing in there. I want to get a whole lot more. And the way to do it actually, so you saw what I did. You could do it for every character from the Flintstones, from whatever show you want. I have it pre-made, and I put it in Avatar's URL. I'm going to, actually, I just put in the Nick Fury one. I was anticipating that I was going to get the Nick Fury one. This one, this is just a string of the rest of them, ready to be put right into the JSON, right into basically right here. Comma, Command V. Okay, now if you're thinking, I don't think this is a very pretty way to do it, you are so right. This is not a good idea. But it's going to work for now. So one of the merit badges we're not going to earn is we're not going to earn merit badges for databases. I am not using any database whatsoever. That's actually a cool thing to know that you can do that, but maybe I don't have you convinced. I'm trying to figure out why this changed color right here. There's a comma. That's bothering me. I will not lie. That's bothering me. It's also, oh my God, I just did that. What happens when I take away that? Nothing, nothing. Escape. Why is it, what's this doing? What are you doing? I get rid of these. Okay, and I say, I just want to make this a string. For some reason, it doesn't like that one. Does that one have something in it that like a, let me try this. I'm going to use double quotes on that one. It doesn't like that. Got this, I make it put a space there. Then I got this one. Z. Okay, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to erase this one. Breaks my heart. Now it doesn't like that one. Is it just because the string's too long? That was it. Command Z. Command Z. Yeah, my string is so long, it doesn't like it. But when I hit enter, it split it up. Okay. So all I have to do now is I put a space here. So to be more readable, it should have that anyway. I'm going to hit an enter here. And I'm going to indent all of these to there. I'm going to put an enter here. I'm going to hit tab. And I indented all of them there. So it's an array of strings. And each string happens to be a URL. That takes us to a public domain picture of some Avengers person. Okay. All right. And I am sending that array to the front end. All right. It's not going to happen in this one, but the front end is going to read that array, and it's going to display them. One last thing I wanted to show you, though. Maybe it's the second to last thing. Is what do we have here? We have this, right? I better start I'm going to restart my servers. Notice, remember when I did that light server thing? That made this read from localhost 3000 by just automatically. So I'm going to start that. LITE-server. Okay. And if you look back there now, it's probably going to say, I can't read. Command Option I. It's probably giving me an error. It says connection refused. That's because there is no connection because I didn't start this yet. So let's start this, and that's going to be, remember, Notamon index.js, and it's starting that server. I'm alive! So now this one is, okay, so it kept trying. This time it got a return. It also got an array of avatars. Remember before it was just getting a howdy? Now it's getting this avatars thing. If I click into this object, it says you got a greeting and you got avatars. It switched them around because it's alphabetical here. And it says, what is this array of 18 things? And you say it's these. Pretty cool because this is on the front end we're looking at. But this isn't what I just wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you is if I go like this, Command C, and I open a brand new window, Command V, this browser and this browser are two different front ends. I'm actually going to detach this, like that. I'm going to shrink it down. I'm going to scoot it over. The other one, I'm going to shrink it down. I'm going to escape. I'm going to go like this. I had a shortcut button, but it stopped working. I think I erased something on accident. So here are two different browsers. Do Command Option I because I want both of them to have this open so you can see that they're different. This one's going to disconnect. When it reconnected, it got this message again. The backend server knew to send it to this one, but not to this one. This is the part I wanted to tell you about. On the back end, remember I told you last one, I said client means everybody, socket means one person. Well, the socket that disconnected and the socket that connected, it said, it understood it was one socket, but let's say, if one person connects, then tell everybody hi. Instead of saying socket emit, I say client emit. So client means everybody. In fact, maybe I'll just rename this to everybody because this is just something that I created right here. So this would say everybody on connection, whoever this person is, and I could change the name of socket too. I'm just going by convention. But change these names to what makes it more readable for you. I was just going by convention. But now it says client emit. So if one person disconnects, they're both going to get a new object. If I save this, so when I hit Command S, it saved it. Did you see this right here? It said I'm alive. It restarted it. Notamon does automatically. And okay, so I'm going to refresh this, and you're going to see something pop up over here. Because if one person disconnects, everybody hears something. So he's going to refresh. See, he got a new one. He got this because this guy got that. That's the difference between client and socket. I'm going to Command V. No, Command Z. I don't know what I just did, but I didn't like it. Change it back to socket. Okay, I am done for right now. What I'm going to do next time is on the front end, I'm going to evaluate what it's getting sent right here, and I'm going to make it display pictures right here based on what this got. So it's going to take it, it's going to format it, it's going to make it, it's going to be scrollable because there's 18 of them, and we're not going to fit 18 right here. It's going to be beautiful. And then we're going to make it so when you click one, it says select an avatar to join the room. That's what it means. Click it and select one. And after you do that, this message will go away. So there's actually a lot to talk about right now. I think I'll talk about it then instead of now. So I know I'm forgetting something, and that is to commit this. Control C. Control C stops the server. Git add dot. Git commit -m created avatar URL array. And yeah, I don't know if I ended up adding the actual one that I made. If I didn't, you don't need this one right here, avatar URLs. Why would that not have been there? I think I did. I think I put that up in GitHub. No, not in GitHub, just in Git, which is fine. I didn't really mean to, but it's not going to hurt. You're gonna have it there when we put this in GitHub, which is going to be in an episode or two where we make another GitHub account to point to this one. Okay, now I'm really going to stop talking. I'm going to hit this thing right here. See you guys in episode 8.